We've got our starter kill relays harness connected to our multimeter. Our multimeter is set to the ohms setting to measure resistance. Right now, it has 0 ohms or no resistance. The way I have it hooked up, the red wire is connected to the red lead of my multimeter, the blue wire connected to the black lead of my multimeter. I've got the white wire connected to a red jumper wire, which is then connected to the positive terminal of the battery. I've got the black wire connected to a black jumper wire, which I will then touch to the negative terminal of the battery to test the relay. The black wire is the signal wire. When we touch it, the relay will click and we'll have a reading of overload, which means infinity or no connection between the two wires. When it's disconnected, we should have that close to 0 ohms reading, which means that the switch is now closed and there is signal going through it. We're going to wire the black wire from the relay and the green wire from the I/O cable together using a butt connector. We're going to mount our relay to a spot on the frame of the dash in a hidden location up and out of the way using a zip tie. Then we're going to run our wire back up through the dash and out where we ran our original power cable. Now it's time to supply power to our relay. The power wire is the white wire, and we're going to connect it to the red wire, or the wire from pin 16 on our OBD2 connector. If you want to use an alternative power source, you'll have to make sure that it's an always-on, unswitched 12-volt power wire. We're going to go ahead and connect our white wire to this T connector, and you'll put it through the side that doesn't go all the way through. Then we'll connect the side that goes all the way through onto our red wire here at our OBD2 harness, once again, the wire from pin 16. Now, you've got to crimp the connector in to make sure that the wires are connected together, and we'll close the latch. Now it's time to cut the starter signal wire, the wire that transmits the signal from the ignition switch to the starter when the key is turned to the cranking position. You'll want to refer to your vehicle's wiring diagram, or you can isolate the wire by using a test light or multimeter. I've isolated the wire and pulled it out from the ignition switch harness. Pull it down so that we have access to it. We'll cut the wire and we'll connect it in line with the red and blue wire from the starter relay. Use this wire stripper to strip the wire back, and a butt splice connector to connect the two wires together. We'll crimp our butt splice connectors, and the installation of your starter kill relay is complete.